Welcome to Brands on Tap, featuring trademark applications from the United States Patent and Trademark Office on November 19th. So you wake up to find Marilyn Monroe in bed with you. No, it's not a dream. The estate of Marilyn Monroe filed her name in connection with comforters, throw blankets, pillowcases, fitted sheets, and all sorts of bed, bath, and kitchen accessory items. What makes this interesting is a fight over name and likeness, known as publicity rights, which ends at the time of death in most states. California is an exception, where she died. However, she owned property in New York, and the estate argued that she was a New York citizen to beat paying extra taxes in California. This led to the loss of publicity rights in a 2007 ruling. But state legislator from California responded with a new bill to make it retroactive to all those who had died prior to 1984, extending it to inheritance law, which put it back on the table. The district court in 2012, after it was further challenged, struck it down in the case of Monroe that it was a thinly veiled attempt. So now, once and for all, there's no longer publicity rights. Anyone can make use of the name and likeness. And that's the very reason why there's so many more trademarks from the estate of Marilyn Monroe, because this is the new way of attempting to protect the rights. And they are going back after the people who had won on the publicity rights and now are back in court, which a judge earlier this month said can go through. And the ultimate irony is a quote from Monroe herself: "I knew I belonged to the public and to the world, not because I was talented or even beautiful, but because I had never belonged to anything or anyone else." Talk about something to wake up to in the morning. Anyway, it's time to peruse online before getting the day started with some Senseye. This, filed by the company of the same name out of Los Angeles in connection with software, hardware, enabling users to control the computers using their thoughts via technology that detects the movements in the iris muscles of the eye. That's right, the future of computing is on its way. What they do is revolutionize how humans communicate with technology using a unique sensory interface, creating a direct link between the computer and human's mind. And they do it specifically through the use of a smart contact lens. Computers allow real-time access to emotions, thoughts, health, mental states. There'll be a microscopic DNA computer, molecule sensors on board to support the functionality. The information collected will help with market research, diagnosis of diseases, early on disease detection, such as strokes and heart attacks. So the market research, it could really measure mental states and emotions and give real-time feedback to what you're experiencing. Sounds kind of revolutionary. No indication how far along they are on the way, but they do call it a moonshot, so stay tuned. It's time to put that Senseye smart contact lens to the test. Feed it some eye candy with some pot porn. This filed by a few folks out of Philadelphia in connection with apparel and herbs for medicinal purposes. Here's a look at some pot porn online. I don't know if they're the originators of it. Other people are using the phrase for different reasons. Porn's been a word used to represent anything that's eye candy. There's food porn, shoe porn, any type of anything that's visually exciting to look at. Whoa, what is that, like Fruity Pebbles or something? Yeah, this is living up to the name. I've never seen images so unique. Oh yeah, it looks like the Flintstones are here. Okay, so the smart sensor eye is starting to pick up a thing or two. It could read your emotions as you're watching these images, realizing that you can't get enough. It's almost jumping out of the page at you. It's kind of giving you the itch. You get an alert on your smartphone telling you that you might have a little pot porn problem and might need to go to rehab. What not better place than go to Dr. Douchebag Rehab, because even you can change. And this filed by the company, believe it or not, of the same name, Douchebag Rehab. And they filed this in connection with online retail store services for a variety of rehabilitation-themed merchandise in the areas of office supplies, clothing, toys, small decorative items. Talk about one-stop shopping. Though Rehab's helping you come down off of ODing on some of that pot porn, you still have a little bit of douchebag in you. As confirmed by your girlfriend who shows up because you forgot about that political event you promised to go with her. And sure enough, you see her wearing some Meow. This filed in connection with apparel, as well as pet accessories, products, and jewelry by Carrie-Ann Inaba, who is one of the judges on Dancing with the Stars for the last 10 years. She's been a dancer her whole life, been featured in movies with Austin Powers, Madonna, and she's one of the original Fly Girls in living color. So you and your girl get over to the event. You see the big stage lined up with some entertainment, but a lot of booths and demonstration areas for the different ideas there. You stop off and visit some SNOTBOT. This filed by Ocean Alliance, a nonprofit out of Gloucester, Massachusetts. They have been around near 45 years, pioneering and leading with respect to whale research. So they filed this in connection with whale support and rescue services, whale watching tours, apparel, but more specifically, drones and how they relate to a new role in whale research. So Ocean Alliance really collects a broad spectrum data on whales and ocean life, particularly to toxicology, behavior, bioacoustics, and genetics. And from that data, they work with the partners and educate policymakers on the wise stewardship of the oceans to reduce pollution, prevent the collapse of marine mammal populations, maintain human access to fish and other sea life, and benefit the ocean and human health. So it's an important role that they're serving. In fact, Sir Patrick Stewart is a supporter of Ocean Alliance. And they've even done a Kickstarter campaign because SNOTBOTs have taken to the skies for whale research. Check it out.
SNOTBOT. Ocean Alliance has been at the forefront of marine mammal research for over 40 years. It was our founder, Dr. Roger Payne, who first discovered that whales sing songs, and today we're excited to introduce our latest contribution to the field of marine mammal science and innovation, SNOTBOT. SNOTBOTs are custom-built small drones developed in partnership with Olin College of Engineering. They are designed to hover safely above a whale and collect samples of the blow expelled from their lungs in a way that won't harass or disturb the whale in any way.
Well, speaking of snot and blowholes, you head over to the next table. It has some God, guns, and the GOP. This filed by an individual out of Georgia in connection with some apparel. Alongside, you can see the Bible, rifles, and anyone getting a hard-on if you mention the name Trump. Moving on to the next, we see Grandmothers for Reproductive Rights, better known as GRR. This is an individual from Maine who filed it in terms of advocacy to promote awareness for reproductive rights. They even have a website for it. You could see these mean, badass mamas are ready to take you down. You get in their way.
For reproductive freedom, we will fight. Old ladies maybe, but with real insight.
We won these battles years ago, and no one now will tell us no.
We fight to keep freedoms for which we fought. In legislative shenanigans, we won't be caught.
Each woman's body is her own. Personal decisions rest with her alone.
So don't mess with us. We're grandmothers for reproductive rights.
If you're not entertained enough by the gang of grannies, it's time for the main entertainment to take the stage, Girl Gang. This filed by a company of the same name out of Los Angeles in connection with music and video recordings that are downloadable, CDs, DVDs, featuring music and artistic performances. Girl Gang is more than just a cool band, it's actually a movement. They get into some television production. Really, their feminist community, set up and run by Kate Nash. They meet out of LA, London, or a venue near you, depending on whereabouts. Gives a microphone to those who don't necessarily have one by spreading awareness of the important issues through the power and beauty of art, intending to educate and inspire at meetings and use combined activism to change the world for the better. They even have a YouTube channel called Girl Gang TV that was launched last year. Global invitation to the public into the world of Girl Gang. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. or feel free to leave any comments below. Please click on the subscribe button as we post 3 or 4 videos each week, and this is the best way to stay updated to the latest. And if you really love what we're doing, hit the share button, and a single click to Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media of choice, you can let friends know about what we're doing with this one-of-a-kind news source of original content that you cannot find anywhere else. Again, we thank you for your viewership, time, and support. Have a great day.